So if you've ever dealt with a narcissist, I bet you're super confused. You're confused by the fact that they left your ass out of nowhere. You did everything you could for this person and suddenly they're gone. A lot of people who have been through narcissistic abuse, they can't understand why they feel so guilty, why they feel so responsible for this person. I just don't think they can make it without me. Like, they were doing so poorly when I first met them and I helped them grow and learn and do better things, but I just don't think they can make it on their own. And now I feel guilty, even though they did so many horrible things to me, even though they lied to me, even though they cheated on me, even though they were continually gaslighting me, even though they kept playing this Dr. and Jekyll, Mr. Hyde bullshit with me. For some reason, I just can't let them go. I don't understand why I now feel so freaking guilty for all the stuff that they actually ended up doing to me. There's a lot of reasons for that, guys. I'm going to try to help you understand some of those. Narcissists do this little thing called infantilizing themselves to you. They turn themselves into a child, and you start to feel like you're their parent and you owe them something. You can't leave them. The only reason why they were able to sustain themselves and actually have a decent life was because of you. And you think that once you're gone, even though they left you guys, let me remind you, they left you. You still freaking feel responsible. And that's because they created a shared fantasy with you and they turned you into their mommy or their daddy. Even though they did all these horrible things to you, for some reason, you still freaking feel responsible for them. That's guilt, guys. You feel so guilty and you feel like if you don't take care of them, that you're going to end up in a situation where something's going to happen to them. And then you're going to feel really badly about it. You're going to feel like you were responsible for their failure. You're going to feel responsible for when they end up in jail. You're going to feel responsible for when they get evicted. You're going to feel responsible for when they lose their car. You're going to feel responsible when you shouldn't feel responsible. And the reason that happens is because they are very good at turning themselves into your child and making you feel responsible for them. You didn't do anything wrong, y'all. Everything that is happening to the narcissist, they 100% caused it, y'all. It is all their fault. You have no reason to feel guilt or responsibility to these people. You just don't. One of the things that I deal with most of the time when I'm talking to clients and trying to help them understand what they've been through, they tell me, they're like, I feel terrible. I feel guilty. I feel like I'm responsible for this person. Yeah, that was by design. They absolutely did that shit on purpose to you. They wanted you to feel responsible. They wanted you to feel guilty. They wanted to make you their mommy so that they could just do whatever they want. You're dealing with 5-year-old children. I don't care if you're dealing with a borderline, which I know the borderlines, they love to deflect and put the shame on somebody else and put the blame on everybody else. But a lot of people with borderline personality disorder, if that's what they really have and they just don't have CPTSD, they are just as hard-headed. And it's impossible to get them to accept responsibility for their own fuck shit that they do as it is for a narcissist to do that. Because a lot of them are in fact narcissists themselves. And I'll be quite honest with you, I don't say it very much because I know I get attacked so much when I say it, but I can't tell the difference between a borderline and a covert narcissist. If you can tell me the difference between the two, I would love to hear it. And if you say it's empathy, I'm going to shut you down immediately. Because I can tell you right now, borderlines don't have any more empathy for you or compassion or give a fuck about your life than a narcissist does. And if you've ever dealt with one, you'll know that. 70% of the clients I talk to on the phone, they weren't even dealing with a narcissist. They were dealing with a borderline, which to me is nothing more than a covert narc. I don't even know how I got diagnosed with BPD and MPD because I take care of myself. I take care of my own shit. I've never had a parent that did a damn thing for me. I've been on my own since I was 17 years old, and I'm doing pretty damn well. Covert narcissists and borderlines are a shade away. And if you can tell me the difference, I'd love to see it. They turn themselves into your children. And the reason you feel so guilty is because you do not believe that this person can make it on their own. You know they can't. But they're out doing it, aren't they? They're out there doing it right now with somebody else. And they're doing the same thing to those people that they did to you. You do not have to feel guilty. You could have done everything right. And guess what? You still would have ended up in the same situation you're in now. So stop feeling guilty about it, guys. That was all manipulation. That was all by design. And when that next person that they get with fucks them over, according to them, they'll be back. They'll be back because covert narcissists and people with borderline personality disorder can't take care of themselves. They really can't. If they have a lot of narcissistic personality disorder in them, then they'll do a little better. They'll do sometimes a lot better. But I promise you right now, covert narcissist and borderlines, you feel guilty because you know they can't take care of themselves, and that became your job. Real talk.